are currently joined by Headstone Villains. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with us for a little bit today.
No, pleasure, man.
It's been quite a hectic weekend. You guys played a little earlier. How do you feel it went?
The whole entire 2 days has been fantastic, but the set felt really good getting up there and playing in front of everyone.
You're thrashed it out. It was fucking mad.
Huh?
It was mad. It was a great set. It was great to watch.
It's a bit different playing in the middle of the day. Usually we play at 10:30 kind of at night onwards, and it's always dark with creepy lighting and stuff, and we're playing in the middle of the desert in the sun.
Exactly. It's a very weird experience. I was out there playing bloody topless in the bloody weather because it's sunny as shit.
Yeah.
We don't usually do that stuff.
You should do it though. It works for you. It works for you.
I like the vibe. It was more just to fit the whole Mad Max vibe, I guess. It's I was going to come dressed as a Commodore warrior today, and I thought, I don't have a flaming guitar. That's not going to work. But as far as the set goes itself, personally, I had a really, really, really fun time playing the set, and the last 2 days has just been awesome, man. The Lead Heavy guys have done such a good job over this weekend. And
it's definitely not disappointed, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Is there any particular bands that you feel have been a highlight for you?
I don't know. I really got around bloody Hell Machine last night.
Everyone's talking about Hell Machine.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy,
Hell Machine
man.
was cool as hell. I think for me personally, we dipped a little bit early, but we caught some of Witchgrinder's set, and we've played with Witchgrinder 4 times now, something like that.
2-3 months
but
ago.
every time Witchgrinder play, they're just always fucking on point, man. It's good. I love watching Witchgrinder. They've
Masters of their craft.
Oh,
It's
100%,
true.
100%.
It's true. They do not disappoint ever. I know Trav was a little bit unwell yesterday,
Yeah.
kind of staying in the tent, keeping away from people, but he still brought the fire because he always does. Look, I like I said, we obviously we had you guys on the podcast. Prior to that, we were not really familiar with your work, but really, really enjoyed the recordings that you guys have out there, and was really excited to see your show. And yeah, amazing, really, really fun. Even though it's during the day without the light show, I think you guys were the only band really wearing full face paint. Some of them had little bits, like Orpheus Omega yesterday had a little bit and stuff, and Witchgrinder has a bit. But I think you guys, I think the only painted up band today, if I'm not
Still giving off the Misfits vibe. You brought that up in the podcast that we did.
It's definitely, it's you compare it to what when you first encounter something, right? Your head goes, okay, what's familiar? What can I connect that's familiar with this?
Yeah.
And
just what man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And look, you guys are amazing. You're doing incredible work. It's really, really entertaining to watch. You guys clearly enjoy the theatrics of it, which I'm a big fan of. I love that. I love bringing that approach to things. And I couldn't be happier that we got to see you guys this weekend and that we got to hang out and chat a little bit. How was your trip up here? Because this wasn't as far as some people's.
Funny story.
Wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it was a good trip, but so we're about halfway, and then we've noticed, Tom's got his blinker on for some reason. So anyway, Tom's pulled over, and we've gone out and he pulled over. So we 3-car convoyed it.
Yep.
Cam came a bit later and everything, but primarily 3-car convoy. So we've all pulled over and I was like, Tom, what's the go, man? Oh, car's a bit hot. Engine's hot as shit. All good. So last time we played in Broken Hill, Tom left by a little earlier, and he hit a roo on the way home. Fucked the whole front end of his car, bro. So his aircon doesn't work at the moment.
Right.
So we're driving along to, Saturday morning, and he's pulled over my engine's real hot, bro. You put coolant in it. Yep, all good. All right, have you got oil? He's like, yeah, I had an oil change a couple of months ago. I was like, all right, all sweet, no worries then. We'll just get there, don't drive your car, jump in with us, all good, all that shit. So this morning, he's gone, I'm going to go and get some coolant and some oil and all that shit just to make sure. Anyway, comes in the room and goes, hey, Pitty, can I get a second opinion on my oil? Yeah, man, all good, I'll come out, have a look. He pulls his dipstick out. This cunt said no oil in his car. No oil at all. And he's driven 3.5 hours to Broken Hill, bro. Right. So he's put a litre of oil in it. It's got it just under halfway, and I'm like, nah, go get yourself another litre, bro, because your engine will. You're lucky your engine hasn't seized up yet, man.
Miracle.
Yeah, pissing hot fucking sun and shit all the way here. There's nothing on the roads from Mildura to Broken Hill, man. Just kangaroos, a few goats, and some trees. Yep. If you're lucky, you'll only hit 2 of those. So yeah, Tom's oiled up his
Fucking
car,
goats
put
again,
oil in
man.
it and everything, and they've left a little bit earlier to get home early and stuff. But like, his car's all good now. But aside that, trip was great. Trip was perfectly fine, man. Like,
There's got to be some weird
lot of
story.
Ks travelled. I've literally at the start of the week I was back and forth to Melbourne as well. So it's like in 1 week it's like 1800 Ks almost kind of
Oh,
thing. So I feel for the bands that have come from like Sydney and Queensland and
yeah,
stuff
we
like
did
that. So
yeah.
Yeah, 10 p.m. Thursday night, we left Sydney.
no dramas getting down there though.
when'd you get here?
2 o'clock Friday.
Far out, man. That's a drive and a half. Did
Yeah,
you
still
stop
though,
at
that's a
all?
bugger of a drive.
A little
guys.
bit.
Little bit.
Little
yeah.
bit. We pushed through. We had an hour nap because Kyle was a fucking champion. He did like fucking. He drove through to about 4:30 a.m. and then he's like.
King shit.
Then we got to like those long super straight stretches and people are like leaving their high beams on for ages and we couldn't really judge distance at that point. So he's just gone, all right, I'm pulling up. Mind you, I was hallucinating the trees by that. You know, you see stuff in the clouds.
Yeah.
It was the same shit. Like the trees, like 3 or 4 trees, like melding into one of these kind of giant thing that was kind of like moving as we shifted with it, and they moved and
What the
everything.
hell
The
is that?
shadows adjusted. I was like, man. So yeah, we pulled over and slept for like an hour, just enough for the sun to start coming up. Off we go again, but.
You got that pushing through attitude on you with the driving. I like it.
Clocking some trucking hours.
So I don't like
Mate,
driving
mate.
in New South whenever we go on like trips just because of like legal reasons I won't get into. But like whenever we sort of do the big trips or like a van or something, like generally I'll drive it or like Romeo or something like that. But it's like you get to a point of driving and you just kind of like, fuck man, like
Someone else take over.
But you
feel
just
ya.
get through it. Like you push through it.
I like driving. I like driving at night.
Yeah.
So it's just it's fun.
relaxing.
I'm the
That's
same,
the
bro,
problem. Because you get too comfortable.
Yeah, well,
Like-
because I'm on those country roads as well, I'd never get comfortable. I'm just hyper
Take
alert. Like
me
Wombat came
home.
out directly in front of the car and I swerved it.
Yeah.
I've managed to miss it. Just saw it come out from the left-hand side of my light.
He
If I hit that was
game
a trip.
over.
I was done.
Roads
That'll
out
total
here.
your car.
Dangerous
Travelling
roads
out.
out
I know
here.
someone that hit a Wombat in an XL. That was not a good time for them. So.
Well, I feel like these guys are just about getting ready to start. So before they're making too much noise,
Yeah.
where can people find you?
So we're on most social media platforms: Headstone Villains, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube. We've got one YouTube video up at the moment for a previous song that we recorded a couple of years ago. But hopefully within the next couple of months we should have some new material out. So.
Yeah, we got some spicy stuff cooking up over the next few months.
Yeah,
That's,
it's going to get a bit of an overhaul. Yeah.
Looking forward to it. All right, thank you so much, gentlemen.
Nah, not a
Pleasure, man.
problem.
Thank
I
you
know
guys
use
so
the
much for
term
having us.
loosely.
Thanks for having us on here,
Thank you,
man.
guys.
you very much for watching today's video. We really hope you had a good time with us. If you did, consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons down there and ring that bell so you get notified of all the videos we've got coming out. And we do also have a Patreon. If you're interested, you can head on over there. You can get all the videos early and ad-free. So, a little bit of a benefit. It's only a couple of bucks a month. But if not, thank you very much for watching anyway, and we'll catch you guys next time.